Okay, so just really quickly, comparison of simple and compound interest. So simple interest is interest on the principal only. And we can use this formula here, which is interest equals P times R times T. If you find the interest, you can then add it to the principal to get the total amount. And if you combine these two formulas together, you get the final amount equaling the principal plus the principal times the rate times the time. Okay, and simple interest is always annual interest, and our time is always in years, same as compound interest. Now for compound interest, the interest is on the principal and on any interest you've earned previously. The formula for compound interest is A equals P, 1 plus I, bracket to the N. And if you want to find out how much interest you've earned, you would do the total amount of money minus the starting amount of money. Okay, and the thing with compound interest is your compound period could vary. So just make sure you know what each of these words means, right? So annually, semi-annually, quarterly, weekly, monthly, bi-weekly, and daily. Just make sure that you know how many weeks there are in a year and all of those numbers. Okay, so we'll just do one more example, finding the original amount of money, the principal amount, and then you can do practice questions in class. So our last example, we have Leanthan. He wants to have a total investment of $8,000 for 6 years and interest compounded semi-annually at 7%. And he wants to know how much he has to put in now in order to end up with $8,000. So if he's saving for a trip or he's saving for college, that would be a long time to save. Maybe he's saving for a house. Okay, so we're just going to put all the variables in and we're solving for how much he needs to invest initially. Okay, so this time we actually know our accumulated amount, we know our final amount, and we're looking for the starting amount of investment. Our interest rate is 0.07 divided by semi-annually, so divided by 2. And our N value, number of compounding periods, is 6 years times 2. So it's going to compound 12 times over the 6 years. Okay, we put all of our variables into our formula. You can substitute your numbers in first and then rearrange it, or have it rearranged already. So on the previous part of the video, we rearranged it, so we know that our principal is equal to our final amount divided by 1 plus I to the N. So if you've already rearranged it, you can then sub in the variables. Okay, so we're ending with $8,000. Our interest rate is 0.035, and our N value is 12. So we can put this into our calculator. Make sure you use brackets, or you do it in separate parts. Just make sure you're doing everything in the right order. So you should try this on your calculator, and you should get $5,294.27. So that's what Leanthan should invest in order to get $8,000. Okay, so that's just another way to use the compound interest formula.